Alright friends, welcome back to Toy Art. My name is Zach Kinsella. This is the show where we talk about the art and design of action figures, toys, all those things we love. And today we're talking about something so super brand new that I'm just super excited for. Her name is Tigra. She's from the Marvel Legends Classics line. I think it's Classic, Retro line, one of the two. Anyways, this was just such a lark for me to grab, but I'm more of a Marvel Legends comics collector rather than cinematic collector. So Tigra was more so, I think, used a lot more in the 80s and the 90s than she actually was here in the 2000s, 2010s. After Bendis took over, I think she really became an afterthought. And unfortunately, I can't speak to where she is now in the Marvel universe, but I've always loved this character, and I think Hasbro really knocked it out of the park, from sculpt of her head to the entirety of the body. Everything about this figure screams exactly what I want to see from a Marvel Legends character.
Wham! Here she is, Tigra. She is a really phenomenal Marvel Legends figure. I think probably one of the better ones they've made over the years. And it's too bad this character doesn't get a whole lot of love in the who knows if we'll ever see her in the MCU. She's kind of obscure at this point now. Back in the 90s and 80s, not so much. More so in the 80s, you saw a whole lot of her. But I think Hasbro really has gone above and beyond to make one hell of a really cool figure. So she's a little tough at standing up, so I've kind of got her facing out. So here's the front. Here's the side. Here's the back. Nice tail end. So you can see most of her paint apps and deco is around the back, and she's wicked tough to stand at this point. I haven't put her in the old boiling water by any means yet, so we'll have to do that before I get her onto the shelves. I literally just got her in yesterday. I want to talk about her immediately. Again, so I really just love this character, and when I saw that she was coming up as a reveal, I was like, oh, nice retro card. Totally took her off of that. So she comes with this face here, in box. Her I am chill, I feel good. She could stand in if she had curly hair for Starfire, it looks like, right? But look at the sculpting on the hair. I'm always impressed with Marvel's sculpting on her hair, because they give whereas the WWE ones have the same kind of sculpting, with these they don't do any other paint deco, right? But they make they layer it differently, so that when you look at her hair, it feels like the shadows give it all the paint that it needs. It's kind of like when the sun melts the snow in our stupid city, that the government thinks, hey, it's fine, you don't need snow plows. We're like, oh, it's okay. Anyway, but that's kind of what this feels like to me. Is we're letting the sculpting do all the heavy lifting here, and it's just gorgeous hair, and it's the same on the regular figure. We'll talk about that in a minute. I just wanted to give some love to the head I'm not going to be using. If I find another one in the stores, I'll probably pick one up, because I really like this figure that much. Having two is not a big thing of mine, but in this case, yeah, it might happen. She also comes with two fists. Two fists sounds like a anyways. So here's the two fists. They have the tiger stripes on them. We're gonna put all that stuff to the side, talk about our main event, Lady Tigra. Let's get in with her and talk about how cool she looks. There we go, right up front. Yeah, here she is, looking mean AF. I like the mean look. I like the mean face. I like the stranded hair. I love the tiger's claws out. She is a lady in a bikini who fights like that, so she's a little like the cheetah lady from Wonder Woman, but way cooler. She is orange, bro. It's neon, crunchy Cheeto orange. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a little bit more toned down and having some yellow from production shots, but no, she is orange. And she's got some great articulation. Of course, Marvel Legends, they went ahead and painted every little tooth claw on that tooth or claw, I can't tell, every little tooth on that bikini there for her. She looks great. Look at all these painted stripes. Some of the stripes are not painted all fully on the way. there's some differentiation to those stripes. She looks great. Her tail's awesome. You know, I'm having a hard time not comparing her to Chester Cheetah, but she's smooth. The only difference you'll see where she's not are actually right on her thighs, and so there's some hair striations right here, some hair sculpt down on the feet as well. She's got like tiger claw feet going on there. They didn't paint any of the claws down there, which is fine. It's a good looking figure, but you do get some of those hints of actual like animal hair here. The claws look amazing. You get some hints of claw hair right there, and you get some hair right on the sides right over here as well too. Really, again, not a whole lot of paint in that hair, but look at how cool that sculpt is. It's flowing. It's all over the place. Just like any real cat, whenever they get angry, that hair gets like all bristly. And she's here for the attack as far as being bristly. I think she's a sweet figure, to be honest with you. Great articulation all the way through. More than anything else, I'm just going to try and bring that down here. She's nice and smooth, but up top, you can see right here that she's got arm hair, she's got paw hair right over here. So she's got like, you know, she's smooth except for like her arms and parts of her legs. Her elbows right over there. Like there's still that like crisp hair. Her full tail, I'm trying to give you butt shots. Her tail is fully like sculpted to have that hair. You'll see it in some kind of oddball places too. You know, so it's like, but the legs and the forefront are pretty smooth there. So you see like he's got like, you know, the abs, right? And nothing up on the chest either. So all the parts where like you know, male artists like to emphasize are all nice and smooth. One thing I do love is this face sculpt. And let's get a little bit of that face sculpt in there. There we go. She looking mean. But she's all business. Like, I love that sculpt. I love that the bangs are flowing out there. I love that there's like, yeah, there's just so much of a cool look to her. I'm going to go in even closer, see if I can get y'all a better shot. There it is. Like, she is a meanie. And we love it. She looks so good in that angry face. I can't wait to get her posed and have her looking super dope. Even all the little teeth in her mouth have detail. Her eyes are perfectly painted. She just looks like angry AF and ready to fight. And that's really why I wanted to have her out and about. She's got, like I said, she's got just enough articulation and detail. There's no pins. Very smooth looking figure. Look at that articulation right there. So you don't even really notice any of that stuff here, but those paint applications look great. They raise up just a little bit and they really shine with those hairy shoulders. I kind of wish there was more like around side here. I can't remember Tigra all that well, honestly, but like I love this forearm. Like, look at that detail now. Well, there we go. Look at that detail. That paw detail. The claws look amazing. Everything about this character is pretty on point. So let's get off of her chest for a second here. And like I said, you gotta, like, when you get her, like a lot of Marvel Legends, put her feet in that boiling water, or freeze them, whatever you can do to get to unlock better foot. Because right now she's just gonna fall. So without further insight, this character is pretty damn amazing. Tigra, well worth it. I'm a comic person, so like I'd rather have comic Avengers, but I don't have a whole lot of Avengers. But this one, when I saw it, fantastic. And that's what I got to say about Tigra. What a cool figure, right? I think like these Marvel Legends, as they keep going and going, just keep getting refined. And the more and more they put out, the better they get. Like any artist, the more output you put out there, the better the art becomes. And that's the same with this Tigra, with Marvel Legends, which is so tough because like you can see back over here, man, I'm into the X-Men.
My second wave of Age of Apocalypse hit when they just announced, or teased, I guess I should say, that Maggot is coming out. I was like, what a weird character. I'm hoping that Build-A-Figure's mojo, but anyways, X-Men, Marvel Legends, I love them. Get this figure. She's still available up in Big Bad Toy Stores and online as far as I've seen. If you want a nice complete Marvel Legends Avengers set from the old school to go along with the classic Captain America that's coming out, she's a perfect companion for that. Same with the Black Widow that came out like in 2020 that I'll be talking about later on in the episode. So, as always, like, comment, tell me who you want to see from Marvel Legends, have me talk about, do a nice breakdown of the art and design, and then share. You can subscribe all as much as well, but I'd rather see these get shared out right first to grab more and more people in. So share them out with some friends. Finally, you can follow me online. I have a TikTok. It's at Toy Art Show. I have an Instagram. It's at Toy Art Show. And of course, Twitter is the Toy Art Show. Someone already took my name on there. Go figure. My name has been Zach Kinsella. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and have a great one.